mental health awareness means to me is just kind of getting to understand yourself and getting to know who you are deep down. Because I think, it's easy to compare yourself to a lot of people today and kind of be like someone else rather than getting to know yourself first. And that puts a lot of stress on yourself. It's tough. I think it's very important. I mean, obviously, people go through different things, different experiences every day. And I think to be able to talk about your experiences and the other person being able to understand rather than just already confronting them and having an argument about it goes a long way. To me, it's very important, and I think to share with young kids coming up and just people in general today, I think it's definitely a big thing for me to find myself and know who I am first before I go and judge or kind of talk to people about anything else and give them my opinion. I want to know who I am and talk to you about my experiences only, rather than try and speak on somebody else's behalf. Well, one thing I really try and focus on is there's 7 billion people on the earth, and I'm not going to be able to please everybody. And you also don't know what these people are going through in their day-to-day life. So I really try and just humble myself in that way and just kind of, like I said, understand. Understanding to me goes a long way. I think it'll help a lot of people. But for me, really just enjoying life and knowing that life is a privilege, because a lot goes into people's beliefs and things like that, but we really don't know what tomorrow brings. We have faith in a lot of things, but for me, it's just the fact that I'm able to wake up every day and be able to enjoy the job that I do and kick a soccer ball for a living. I really just know that I'm blessed and privileged to be able to do that. But now that there's platforms and things that kids can speak on about mental health, it's huge, because it also shows, like I said, social media is everywhere. And it shows other kids that it's okay to talk about it. Like, you don't have to fear, and even though it's so hard to do, you don't have to fear speaking on your experiences, what you went through, and you should never have to feel that way, but in reality is that that's the case. But I think, it being out there and more to the public where people can speak on it helps miles, not just for kids. I say youth because they're the future, but even for adults today. Like, they see people in our world as athletes, we're looked to upon as like big figures in the community, and some people even older than us look up to us. So for them to maybe see us being able to speak out about our mental health and how we handle it maybe helps them in a way. And I think it's great. I think it's good, because it's even players that, even though I'm a pro, I look up to other players, and even young kids, I see them say something, I'm like, wow, that kid, really spoke out. It touched me in a certain way. So that kind of resonates, and I'm like, oh, well, if he can do it, I can do it. I think it's great, because it tells stories of figures that are in a place that a lot of kids and people idolize, and the fact that they can see that they went through hardships and hard times and still are at the peak and going through whatever they go through. Obviously, when you're at that level, which some people haven't gotten there, but when you're at the top, there's other things that come with being famous and all that up there, and you don't know what they're going through. So it really bases off their experiences, and the fact that they can share that and people can see, like, oh wow, we thought they just lived the golden lifestyle, and really sometimes it's not like that. Yeah, it's great to have money and be in the spotlight, but sometimes that comes with some negative things, and it's how they handle it, and the fact that they can express and show that there is a soft side, I should say, or weak side to them, is good, because it shows that people are vulnerable, and we're not just superheroes, we're all humans. And I mean, there's many things that you have low points in life, and it's really kind of how you bounce back from them. Big low point was losing my grandmother. I felt like I was like that grandson that was pretty energetic, kind of like her. And it just kind of showed me that, it's a part of life, and what would she want me to do in this situation? Would she want me to just break down and, kind of cave? Or would she want me to keep striving and be energetic how she was? There's situations like that. And obviously, I took the road of, let me be like my grandma, how she would be if she was here. Other things, like, it's mostly related to soccer, because that's a lot of my life. Yeah, just losing games, red cards and stuff like that. It's really just knowing like who I play for, my family, you know, everybody who's done something for me to get me to this point. I've had my lows. Literally, just recently I had a red card, and in my career, it was relevant to me. That's an all-time low, you know, and you know how I dealt with it was kind of what I told you before. It's like I know that tomorrow is another day, and you know, hoping that I wake up, I'll just be a better person from it. And to know that I can, you know, and I got people that reached out to me. I got negative and positive feedback, and you know, to be able to get that positive feedback means that when I come back stronger, I feel like I can help people in that, because I'm showing that it doesn't break me, you know, and I'm trying to show that I have a positive mentality. Even though I'm going through a tough time, life goes on, you know, it doesn't stop. So you really want to focus on those positives and kind of move forward past the negative things that have happened, and try and have conversations. And if anybody has questions, be honest with them. This is how I feel, man. Like, this is what happened. I'm telling you straight up how it happened, and I'm learning from it. I'm trying to become a better person. Hopefully you can learn from my fallings, and maybe I can learn from something you tell me. I'm open to anything. For the negative feedback stuff, I learned from that too. You know, that I learned that I don't know what that person is going through, and I'm trying to understand. I don't have to, but I'll try and understand for my own benefit where that's coming from. Why are you being negative to me? What's your issue? If I can understand that, then I'll understand why you're saying those things, and maybe, you know, my downfalls can help you have positive feedback more towards me. And it just goes to mental health, you know, like maybe they're really going through something serious that they have to say these things to me. And if that's what helps you get by in life, where it's not physically hurting me, so be it. I know who I am, and I'll work on being a better person every day.